Hey everybody. Hello, hello. We'll give everybody a few minutes to hop on. Happy Tuesday to everybody. I'm so excited to show y'all this project tonight. So we'll give everybody a couple minutes to hop on and let people start coming in. So welcome, welcome, and hopefully people will start joining here in just a minute. So there's some people coming on. Hi, Miss Angie. Happy Tuesday to you. Welcome, welcome. Hope everybody has had a fabulous day. Hello, Miss Crystal. Welcome. Got several cute things to show y'all tonight. So I'm filming for the YouTube channel while we're doing this. So hi, Miss Diane. Hi, Miss Rosemary. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hello. Hi, Miss Patricia. So excited, guys, to get to do this project. I love this. I did this probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and I had seen it and I wanted to be able to reduplicate it, and I actually did it with Christmas ornaments. That was my first one. Hello, Miss Holly, Miss Jasmine, Miss Susan, welcome. Hi, Miss Priscilla. You know, my camera's kind of far away tonight because I'm actually filming across the table, but I needed to be able to get y'all to where you could see the actual items. So I've kind of got you a little bit of a distance tonight. So if I miss your actual comments, don't worry. I will come back and talk to y'all when it's all over. Hi, Miss Gloria. Hi, Miss Diane. So just to let y'all know, I'm Bobby with Blessings with a Bow. We're out of League City, Texas. We welcome each and every one of y'all. So tonight we're actually doing a candlestick pumpkin. Now this can actually go up on your mantle. It can be a centerpiece for your table, a coffee table would be perfect size for that. Hello, Miss Maggie, Miss Linda. Something else you could do is stagger. You could get 2 or 3 different candlesticks, stagger them different sizes, and do the same thing with it. Now we're going to actually reduplicate this project at Christmas time with actually a large Christmas ball with all the festive decorations and beautiful ribbons and stuff. So we're going to also do this exactly the same thing, but with the big Christmas ornaments. So that class probably will be October-ish. So just to keep that in mind. So what I did, thank you, Miss Carol. Thank you so much. So what I did is I took a candlestick, and this actually was silver. I did not want it silver. So instead of buying another one because they were not on sale, I took it and I just used some folk art paint, and this is a coffee latte. So I just took my brush, painted it over there a very light coat. And so what it did, it actually makes it look a little like antique-y, okay? Then I took it outside and I sprayed it with a matte spray. Hi, Miss Rosemary, Miss Robin, welcome. Hello, Miss Roxanne. So once I got through painting it, letting it dry, then I sprayed it just with a matte spray to still make it look very dull, because that's what I wanted. Now, you could take a stiffer brush. If you've never done this, you can take it and dip it in like white or even a darker brown and do what we call dry brush. You put a little paint on a stiff brush, and then you take a paper sack and you do most of the paint out of it, and then you go through and you actually brush over it. Then that'll just leave some little streaks here and there to actually highlight and give you that antique-y look. So either way you want to do it is fine. Hello, Miss Irish, Miss Jay, Miss Joy, Miss Ashley, hello. So what you can do is, this candlestick was actually silver. I painted it with the Cafe Latte. It's a folk art paint, works really, really well. Wood products, this was metal. And then sprayed it with some matte spray. So you could do that to do any colors that you want to. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna layer this pumpkin, and this is gonna be at least a 3-layered pumpkin, okay? So I have my stand, I've got my pumpkin, and I'm gonna sit it down. Now, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna use the E6000, and I'm gonna put it around the rim of my base, and I'm gonna just put a little bit on there, and it can be drying while we're working on the rest of our stuff. Okay? So just take that E6000, run it around the rim of it, and then actually stick your pumpkin on there, okay? Just wanna make sure we're good and sealed there. What I'm gonna do too is just put some hot glue right in the center of it just to help, just in case for some reason it does not attach right where I need it to. I'm gonna stack some hot glue on there as well. Do not mix your glues. I don't know if there's any chemical reaction, but we do not want to find out that way. So then I'm going to take that and I'm going to set that down there. Now this may actually take a little bit time to adhere because of the E6000, but I didn't want to do it until we actually were on here so everybody would know how step by step what to do. Hello, Miss Michelle, Miss Susan, Miss Gina, welcome everybody. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to figure out how my next stages I wanna go. So I've got several different pumpkins of several different sizes. This is one of the picks that we used last night. This is a large pumpkin pick from Hobby Lobby. Then I found this little cute pick at Hobby Lobby, kind of the same color scheme. And then I found this beautiful little golden pick. And it actually has some little sprigs on it, some fall leaves, and some little acorns. So we could do this one 4 layers. So we could go this one, and then put the little guy on the very top, if we wanted to. So we'll see how we're gonna do, okay? So the first thing I'm gonna do is actually take my scissors and I'm gonna cut my tags off of here. Now, because I'm gonna rip this actually apart, I need this actual stem of the actual pumpkin. So you can do one of two things. You could take this and pull it apart because this is all just floral taped here. So we could take this and work this center pumpkin out. We can pull all these little pieces down to the side because we're not gonna waste these, we're gonna use these leaves, but I need this actual stem. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna cut this off here. You wanna leave a little bit of a stem because you're actually gonna stick that into this stem. Okay, so that went a lot easier than I suspected it would. Now what I did is I took my scissors, this is kind of a styrofoamy thing, and I cut a little hole right in the center of that, just enough to kind of feed this in here. Now if it's not able to do that, you could definitely take a piece of styrofoam and actually glue it on top of here and then stack this one on top. Or you could take this and cut it off and then glue it directly onto your stem, okay? Because these little stems are just like a foamy type thing. So you could definitely cut that off. Use a little hacksaw, you could cut it off with that. Or a sharp knife, but just be very, very careful. Ah, Miss Myra said she just turned off her TV. Miss Myra, I have to tell on you, Miss Myra. So she messaged me today and she said, I'm sorry I wasn't on last night. She said, you told me about Virgin River and I got caught up in it and I missed your live. And I was like, oh my gosh, Miss Myra. Lucky for me, y'all, that I don't know how to get on to all that. My family does it and then leaves it on because I swear I don't get to watch much TV. That is one show that I do like to watch. That and what is the cowboy one, the Dutton Ranch. God, I cannot believe it. Yellowstone. I do like that one as well. Hello, Miss Meg. Hello, Miss Babe. But Yellowstone has a lot of bad language in it, which I do not care for at all. So Miss Myra says she turned off her TV. Miss Myra, did you get that text I sent you today for the lady that's interested in your actual wreath? I mean your stand. So please make sure you get with her because she is interested in one of your stands. So let me move this just a little bit. I'm gonna put some more glue on this edge where this is hitting. Ooh, I smell that. That E6000 stinks, y'all. I just want to get this on here before I get too much on this pumpkin. So I'm actually putting it on the pumpkin so it'll adhere to the metal that it's gonna touch. Ew, this stuff stinks. Just watch the little people if you have little people around y'all. All right, that should do something. Now we got glue all over that pumpkin. All right, but don't worry, we're gonna put decorations down here so you're not gonna be able to see any of that. So now, this is gonna be step by step what you can do, but I want you to know that this can be altered or changed any way y'all want to make it as over the top as you want or to tone it down and make it as simple as you want. So now, I had this bow actually in my Etsy shop, okay? So you could take this bow, you could take it and cut it, you could hot glue it right here in the center, okay? Then you could put your next pumpkin on top of this. Taking it, moving the actual pieces of the bow over just a little bit to get that stem down in there, and you could layer it bow after bow all the way up to the top, okay? So that's one thing you can do. But I don't want to do that. I'm going to add flowers and we'll put the bow on the very top, okay? So now I've got this stem glued in, and we'll put a little bit of glue right here in the center of this. Once again, I took and I cut a hole right there in the center of this, attaching that down. Now I want that separation here because I'm going to add flowers, green, or the leaves, and I'm going to add all that stuff down in here, okay? So I got a package. I've got these little leaves that I picked up, little picks with leaves on them, and then I bought a whole bag of all different variety of leaves as well. I love the fall leaves. Plus, we have these gold tinge leaves that came off this pumpkin that was already with this pick that we can use, and it's got some of the raffia on there. So we can definitely take all this apart too and use this. So just pull them off, or you can actually pull it off, or you can cut them. Doesn't seem to be pulling very well. So I'm just gonna take them and actually cut these little leaves off. Okay, so we're using what we've already had, not opening up anything else yet. Don't let anything go to waste, okay, with your pieces and your picks. So now I can take these big, beautiful leaves and I can drape it down off the side of my pumpkin, and then I can mix and match around here. So that's what I'm going to do next. While this is all drying, let's add some leaves to this level. Now you can tell that when you put this off, you've got this big rickety piece on the end of it. You definitely want to cut that off so that you have a good clean stem there. Okay, so then you can glue it and hot glue your pieces around here. So I'm just gonna start with some of these big, beautiful leaves, and these have the gold accents on them. And you're just gluing them directly onto your pumpkin. If the stem's too long, once again, just snip it just a little bit. And you want to make sure that you're gluing on, you can put some on your actual stem because that's going to go up here underneath your pumpkin. But you want some of that glue on the actual leaves that'll attach to your pumpkin, okay? All right, now let's go another layer. So we've got this stem in here. We're not going to be able to use this stem. So I'm going to actually take this stem out. So these are just little styrofoam pumpkins. No worries. You're just going to pull the center out. And then let's put this little guy in there. Look how cute he is. So once again, I've got this styrofoam where I pulled that center out. So I'm going to cut this off. And I'm going to put another layer on here, okay? So I'm going to hot glue my stem here. Oh, I always have something stuck to my glue gun. If it ain't dirty, y'all, we ain't using it. That's what I say. Always got me something stuck to it. Always. So I'm just gonna put some on my stem and then put some around my pumpkin base. Real good. And then you're just gonna flip it over, stick it right there in the center, and make it as even as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're just still gonna add so much extra to this. Okay, so now I'm gonna go through and I'm just gonna continue adding leaves and stuff on this. Now, we still may add another one. Once we get all of our little leaves and stuff added, we'll see how it looks. Now, I bought these little variegated, these little leaves. We may still use some of them, but let's see what this looks like before we actually do that. I'm putting the smaller pieces of the leaves up here towards the top, in between this first and second layer. We still have some of our little golden flaked leaves. They're already on there. So I'm going to add those on this first layer. Just tucking it up underneath. Okay. Now we've got this little beautiful piece. So I'm going to take this apart and I'm actually going to use some of this. So I'm probably maybe going to use this little guy up here at the top. We could take this stem off and still put him up there because he's kind of golden sparkly and I want to bring that gold out. Something else that I love to do with my fall decorations, y'all, and it's so easy and simple, it adds so much to your piece, is you take and you use just plain Elmer's glue, put it on a paper plate, take it and get your paintbrush, wherever it went, a small paintbrush, take it and put it on that clear Elmer's glue, brush it on wherever you want, and then take your fine glitter and sprinkle it on top. And you can shimmer and shine anything that you want to with that, as simple as that is. So I'm gonna use some of these leaves because that little top pumpkin has that variegated color in it. Let's pull some of that out. I love these fall leaves. They remind me of Indiana, y'all. The color of leaves up there gets so bright and beautiful. So I'm gonna come back and add a layer of these in here. Not trying to take away from my gold, just adding to it. Just a few. Come around here. You can make them stick up, you can make them fall down however you want to. Now, this little guy right here, it has the little acorns on it and it has these beautiful little gold sparkly things. So I'm going to turn these leaves how I need them. And you may have to tear this apart even still because it's so thick. It's going to be hard to use in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drape this down the side of here, and then we'll have our big beautiful bow, but this is going to be an accent underneath here. Oh, congratulations, Miss Lori. Her puppy had puppies. Her pup had puppies. So sweet. No worries. Y'all, this replay is always available afterwards so that y'all can rewatch it, replay it, slow it down, speed it up, however you want to do it if you miss something. So don't ever feel that you're out of the loop. And for sure, we will do the Christmas one with the same theory. So as stuff goes on sale, y'all be sure to catch it once the candlesticks go on sale at Hobby Lobby. So I'm actually going to drape this little guy down the side, but I want to wait and add this after I get my ribbons in, okay? So I love this color combination, and we still could do something like that at the top, but just toning it down a little bit, not making it as thick and wide. So let's see what color combinations we can come up with here. So let's see. I've got the orange, and I've got the leopard, and I don't want the turquoise in there, but let's just go the thin leopard. And then we'll do the orange. And then we'll come back with this with all of these colors in it. We might add a little bit of turquoise just because that does have the turquoise in it. Let's see what we can do. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to make a small tail. Okay, let me turn this the right way. Oh, plus I've got this gold sparkly. So let's put some of that in there because the glitter is in that additional piece. So let's add a little bit of this gold in there and see what that does, or this sparkly orange. Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all another thing. Hobby Lobby has a lot of their stuff 75% off of all spring. They're clearancing out a lot of their ribbons that you can use for a lot of different things. So this roll is normally $3.99. It was 99 cents on clearance. So that's even better than half off. So if y'all have a Hobby Lobby by you, you might take advantage of it right now because they are really having a good sale on a lot of their stuff. But if you're like me, I get in trouble every time I go there. I go for one thing and I never get out of there less than $100, and it drives me nuts. I'm like, if I had just not went, right? If I just had not went. Okay, so I'm going to start out with a little tiny bow, taking it and doing a little tiny loop, kind of matches my outfit. Come back on the other side, and then I'm going to just make a little tiny loop. And I'm going to cut this. And this is a pretty elegant little piece, so let's V all the tails tonight. Ducktail them. So I'm going to come back with my sparkly orange. How pretty this is, y'all. And I'm just making my little bow for the top. Now we're still going to add bows and stuff down here into the bottom layer. But I'm just trying to get an idea if I still want to add that other little pumpkin up top. So then let's go with this deeper. I've got a little bit of orange here we could use, but let's go with this deeper one. Actually, let me put a little bit of this turquoise in here. Just a little. We're just going to do one loop on either side. This is a kind of a small pumpkin, so we want to keep it kind of dainty. Now, the one on the side we'll do bigger. There's Charlie. Come say hi, Charlie. He just got off work, y'all. He is dirty. Y'all, today's our anniversary. 32 years together. No, 31 years. Sorry, honey. 31 years. There he is. Say hello, Charlie Moss.
Hey, guys.
Miss Debbie was asking about you last night.
What are y'all learning to do? This is beautiful.
It's a pumpkin.
Miss Bankston's on there?
No, she was last night. I haven't seen her hop on, but I've been doing this. I really haven't been able to see everybody. It's so far away. Even with my new glasses, it's hard for me to see. It's good if it's right here on top of me, y'all. I can read y'all's comment like when I film in my other room. But in here, it's so far away for y'all to get the table picture. So it's hard to see. And Charlie doesn't have his glasses on. Miss Leanne's on. Hey, Leanne.
Sherry said happy. Thank you,
hi,
guys.
Miss Sherry. Miss Teresa, thank you, guys.
Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, guys. Hi, who is that? Is that Roxanne?
Rosemary.
Oh, Rosemary.
Rosemary.
I'm sorry, Miss Rosemary. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, we're in a sad shape. Neither one. I've got my glasses on and can't see it. He doesn't have his glasses and can't see it. No, we're good.
I see y'all. Good seeing y'all.
He's got to go get cleaned up, y'all. He could not stand to be that dirty. All right, so I've got this little tiny bow. How cute this is. It's got all of my colors in there. So I'm going to actually tie this off. So I'm just going to take it and put it around here and tie it off. Why I'm thinking of it, y'all. Somebody on here ordered a little girl's hair bow. I took a picture of what they were wanting. I have the ribbons to do it, but I cannot find the post. It was a little girl's hair bow. It had oranges and blues and turquoises in it. So if you have ordered that, please message me or send me your information so that I can get it to you. Thank you guys so much. Thank y'all. Y'all are the best. Also, if y'all need any prayer requests, please do not ever hesitate to let us know. We would be honored to pray for your family. I want to say that before it gets too far into the feed. So in case I get busy, y'all please do not ever hesitate to let me know if there's something I can pray for y'all for. Okay, so now I just took my little tails, pulled everything around. Because this is a all the way around piece, I want my bow to be able to be seen all the way around. So we've got these beautiful combinations of colors, okay? So now we could put this right here, and I really think we're gonna stop with that because by the time I add this little bow up there, it's really gonna top it off. But I'm gonna take this stem off of here. I say I am. Just twist it. Y'all, these are just little styrofoam pumpkins, so just twist it out. Try not to pull it all apart. And then I'm gonna take my stem and I'm gonna cut it kind of short. Okay, and then I'm gonna hot glue that into that top. And you're just gonna stick it in where you pulled your stem out. You're just gonna stick it right into that center. Put you a good base of hot glue around there. Be very, very careful doing this. You're just feeding that right into the hole. Okay? Then you can fluff up your little colors. Now I can go back in and I can add so much more stuff on each layers, okay? So now the fun begins. You get to start adding your flowers and your bows and your ribbons and all of that in there. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Risa. I spend too much there. I don't tell him when I go to Hobby Lobby because I have to, like, you know, put my crafting money aside and then I go, right? Occasionally, I'll go and I'll be like, can I get a few things at Hobby Lobby? He already knows. He already knows. But I'm like, I need this, you know, and then you end up with this whole basket of stuff that you really don't need. But you always get it because you do need it. You will need it for something, right? So I'm going to come back and I'm going to add some of these cute little sunflowers in here. And I'm just going to glue them in on this middle layer. Now you can put as many as you want to on there. It can be one-sided. It can actually go around. You could do a whole layer of flowers around. You could put just a few on there and then add a big beautiful bow. So at this point you design it however you guys want to. Oh, thank you, Miss Angela. Thank you so much. So I definitely want to put some of these beautiful little gold pieces in here. So I'm just going to stick this kind of off to the side and let that drape down. Now these are used to being stiff, so I mean you can bend them just a little bit because you want it to kind of drape. The more that it sits there, it will fall. Of course, this was just taken off the shelf, so it's going to take a minute for it to kind of just flop a little bit for you. Now, if you are a sewer and you're making pumpkins, you could definitely save these little pumpkin tops and use them in some quilted ones. I am sewing some pumpkins. I will show y'all. That will be another class next month. It's super simple. You sew them by hand and then you take twine and put it around it to make all the little grooves in it. So that will definitely be a class that we'll come back in and do next month. So more to come on that one. So now I'm going to keep adding some of these beautiful flowers around here. And you kind of have to cut your stems on these just a little tiny bit. You don't want them too long going in there, because you just need it to slide right up underneath that pumpkin. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come through and I'm going to put a bow on this side, and I'm going to come over here and put a bow on this side. So once again, we're going to start with our leopard in the center. Once again, just making a small little bow. Gonna be our tails here. Now I'm gonna come back with this sparkly orange. Now because it's down here on the bottom, y'all could make those tails just a little bit longer so that it drapes down the side. But because we decided to add this beautiful gold on there, I definitely need the sparkles to help pull this all together. Y'all, please too, if you have not already, if you will like and share our page, it does help us and we appreciate y'all's help and your feedback on it. Share the love, sprinkle, tell your friends. Starting on tomorrow night's class, so tomorrow night we're doing a swag. I did a swag last night, forgot that we're having that class tomorrow night. So come back tomorrow night, we're gonna do another 30-inch swag. It's gonna be a fall swag. And it's gonna be in white pumpkin. So it's gonna be super pretty. Y'all come back and join us for that. But we're actually gonna have a giveaway tomorrow night. So it's not gonna be anything huge or elaborate, but I'm gonna start having, hopefully, a giveaway each time I'm on live. So not when I have classes, let me put it that way. So I just have been so appreciative of y'all being so supportive and sharing and liking our page. And we're just growing leaps and bounds. And I just really appreciate y'all being the best part of my job. So the orange sparkly ribbon wired. No, it is not. But because it is so stiff with the glue and the glitter, it stays on there. And it's stiff enough that it makes it pop up. So everything is wired, but the orange glittery, okay? So I'm gonna finish this off here. We're just doing one loop on either side. Thought I was gonna put a bow on either side. We'll see. We may just put it on one side. I'm gonna tie this off, making it very tight. And now you can pull all your tails and all your little loops over however you want to design it. And then pull it out. Hello, Miss Mary Jane, Miss Wanda, hello. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm filming for the YouTube channel too while I'm doing this one. So y'all too can check out my YouTube channel. It's up to 50 people. Woohoo! I'm so excited. But it's gonna grow, y'all. It's only been on for like a week, so it's gonna grow. But I appreciate y'all. That's what I want to say is I do appreciate each and every one of y'all. So then I've got this beautiful little bow that we're going to put down here on this side. And I want it just coming right here because I still want to see these gold little pieces and these little acorns because that is just so cute, y'all. We cannot cover that up. It's to accent that area, not to cover it up. Okay? So I'm just gonna take it, I cut my stem kind of short. I'm gonna come right in here and I'm actually gonna glue that to in between these two layers of pumpkins. So you're gonna put glue all right here on the outside rim of your bow. And then this piece of the actual pipe cleaner, you wanna put a lot of glue on there and then stick it right here in the center. Lots of glue on that pipe cleaner. Now be careful when you flip this so that you don't drip it. You want to flip it but not drip it. So then you get right in the center of your bow and give it a little push, and that's going to attach it to your pumpkins. Once it adheres well, then you can go back and you can actually fix your little loops on here. Okay, Miss Angela, I will get, After this live, I will try to find it on there, and I think I still have my invoice. I'll get the number off of it, and then, but they may be sold out because I bought these like a couple weeks ago. They were really selling pretty quick when I was ordering. Like some of those signs I got last night, they only had 2 and 3 left when I ordered. So it may be something that they're already sold out, but I'll get the number for it and then send it to you. Okay? So give me a few minutes after the live and I will do that for you. Because that ribbon on that swag, y'all, was superb. I love that ribbon. Okay, so now, y'all, we have all this beautiful sparkly and leopard, and look how precious that is. Just over the top cuteness, y'all. I still want to go in and add some leaves up here at the top. We can add more of our flowers. We can add more of our anything you guys want to add. So we can definitely, I'm going to cut some of these apart because they have even these little tiny leaves, and there's a couple of them on there to piece, so you could even add them into your bow up top. Bring your actual leaves all the way to the top. I'm telling you guys, this endless what you can do with these. So cute. We'll bring some leaves up there. I want to add some burgundy to this, or this deep red. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, fall is my season. So much my season. Don't forget that you can, Miss Cindy, this is for sale. Yes, ma'am, this will be for sale. I'll have to figure out the price because I don't know what the price is going to be of it yet. I just need to figure out the supplies. But you can set this on a table. You can sit it on a coffee table. It looks beautiful on a mantle. And I still want to put some flowers down here, some leaves on this bottom rim, and then put a bow down there. So we might even come back and take this bow apart and add it actually on our candlestick. So let's see what we can do once I get the leaves all placed on here. So I'm just going back in, adding extra layers of these leaves. You want to put your smaller leaves to the top. Definitely don't want to take away by covering up your pumpkins. You just want to add to. You can come up underneath this bow and actually glue some leaves up in there. Because the little tails are longer, you can bring those leaves down like I did right here. You can see I brought a leaf down even longer because I've got my tail hanging down. We can go back in and add a few more flowers. You want everything to fit in kind of like a little puzzle piece. Just taking this little pick, cutting all these little leaves off, and then I'll glue them in individually. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Priscilla. Thank you. That's what I'm here for, y'all, is to help everybody learn how to do this stuff so that you can do it for your household. Y'all, I can't wait to show you too when I get done here what I found today. Something else that, you know, another project for us, y'all, but I'm always looking ahead for another project. Another project. Okay, I'm gonna glue one more flower on. That's all the flowers we're gonna add. Now you could put any kind of flowers you wanted to on here. You could put as many as you wanted or as least amount that you want on there. Either way. But you saw how much of a gap that we had between the two pumpkins. So what I did here because I told y'all I did not want to take away from these little acorns. So I actually took and put the pick behind it. So you can see right there the little acorn sticking out, but I glued that flower and took the leaf and tucked it behind the acorn so you could still see that. So, oh, thank you, Miss Angela. Thank you so much. So, Miss Elaine, the gold floppy stem was an actual pick from Hobby Lobby. So it came on a whole pick, and it had this cute little gold pumpkin on it, okay? So now you could even go back up here and add this little guy right here in the center. Let me look. Let me look. I don't want to squish my bow, but you could come up and even add this little guy right there in the top of that. But I like it with just the bow, so I'm not going to do that. But that actually came on a pick, okay? So it was this with the little acorns with the little droopy gold stuff, okay? So I'm looking around, making sure I don't need anything else anywhere else. And now I'm going to do something down here at the bottom. So I'm going to take and I'm actually going to glue some of these beautiful leaves around the base of this. Now you don't want to get the great big leaves because you've got these, and you don't want it sticking out that far. So you can kind of mix and match. You can put a layer of the lighter colors and then come back and put some of the burgundies on top, and you're just going to glue these around the bottom of your actual pumpkin. Now don't forget that I did the E6000 glue around the whole edge of it that was sticking to the actual candle frame, the candlestick. Then in the center, I built up hot glue. Do not mix the two glues because I don't know enough about it to see if there's going to be a chemical reaction to it, and I don't want anybody getting sick with it. So please, please, please keep that in mind when you're actually gluing your piece on there. I would definitely use something other than just hot glue, because the hot glue, when the temperature changes, could pop the pumpkin off. So I would definitely recommend some of your E6000 along with whatever other glue you're wanting to use. Now I'm just coming down here on this bottom, the side where all my bows are showing. I'm gluing some leaves right here. I'm going to put a couple of flowers, and I'm going to put a big bow right down here, and this is going to finish our actual pumpkin stand, okay? So I'm just going to add some of this darker burgundy because I've actually used some of this on the other. Still want to use some of these little guys. So we're going to use probably about 2 of these stems. These pick stems. So these you can buy at Hobby Lobby just like this, or you can buy the individual package of leaves. And I bought both because I love this dirty look. It's kind of when leaves fall and they lay on top of each other, how they start to deteriorate. I wanted that look because I wanted to be able to pull out this darker orange in here. It's like a burnt orange, and it's such a beautiful color. So once again, my candlestick was silver. I just took this coffee latte. It's a folk art. Used my paintbrush, painted over the top of it. Just one very light coat, okay? Just enough to cover it. Then I came back and I put my, sprayed it with an acrylic spray that you can also get at Hobby Lobby back in the paint department. That actually seals it for you. So that's going to seal it so that you can wipe it off, dust it and everything, and it's going to hold really well with it. Okay? All right, so now I'm going to put a little bit of this burgundy in here, just layering it. I'm not putting the leaves on top of each other. I'm kind of staggering them to layer them. Okay, because we're going to come back and add a couple of our flowers and then add our last bow. So I'm gonna put a couple more little leaves right here, just kind of, and you could definitely do this all the way around if you choose to. And I may end up doing that. So I'm gonna come through and cut these little stems a little shorter. I'm gonna add these in here. And you just kind of give it a soft little gentle push, and it's pushing it right up underneath that pumpkin. And then our actual bow, we will tie around the actual stand right here of the pumpkin. We'll put one more on this other side. Utilize that greenery, y'all, because that helps with your coverage. Just push those little stems, those little pieces of greenery up off of your stem. Now, if it's too much, you can definitely take one off and just use one piece of greenery on either side there. And now I'm going to come back in. And now this is the bow that I actually had in my Etsy shop. So because I ran out of that ribbon in here, don't worry if this is a bow that you wanted. I've got more that I'll tie exactly the same bow and put it back in there. But I'm going to take this apart because I need to add this orange and this other leopard print in the center of it. So we're just going to bam it up a little bit. So I want to show y'all what I have been working on. Oh, Miss Cindy, you want this one? All right. I'll shoot you a message after I figure it out what the cost of it is. I don't even know. I didn't even have a chance to figure it out. But for those that y'all don't know, Saturday we're having this big fundraiser for our kids, Chad and Emily. They're getting ready to start their IVF therapy, and we're doing a fundraiser to help raise money for them for their IVF treatments. Miss Cindy was so sweet and precious, and she donated. She's a caterer, so she donated. So if y'all are ever in the Houston area, hit Miss Cindy up. She does a fabulous job. We have used her many times for our family outings. Fabulous food, great service. I mean, and I'm telling y'all, her double baked mashed potatoes are to die for. So yummy. It just makes me want to have some right now. Charlie is making chocolate milk, in case y'all are wondering what that sound is in the background.
It's not me.
He says it's not me. He is a chocolate milk kid. Chocolate milk. Background arrangements are a bit distraction.
What is it?
She said the background noises are a little distractive. Sorry, y'all. We live in our house, so you never know what you're going to hear. That's all I can say. Everybody works shift work around the clock around here, so you never know who's coming in and who's going out. But we live in our house, and that's just the way it is. So, welcome to the Moss family. That's all I can say. So, oh, Miss Angela, I go all the time. But I was going to show you guys. So what we did is they're having a actual golf tournament on Saturday. So for the goodie bags, I took and I got these beads, and they're make car freshies. I'm doing a whole bunch of them for a couple of shows that I'm doing in the fall. And you take them and you scent them and you color them, and then you drill holes in them and put little like elastic string in them, and you hang them in your car. You can make all different designs with them. So I made little golf balls, car scentsy. This is leather, so I still have to drill all the holes and put the string through them. But we're making 150 of these for their gift bags for their thing. So I'm halfway done, so that's a good thing. Miss Beverly says, my husband and Charlie would get along great. Yeah, we're just normal, everyday people having a good time sharing our talents with you guys. That's it. That's it. People can either like us or they can hate us. Either way, we're just here to share the love. So here we did another bow, took that one apart, added those extra 2 little pieces. So don't ever feel that if you tied your bow, y'all, that you cannot take it apart and make what you need to with it. So I just added those other leopard and that orange back in the center of it, and then we're going to put this down here at the bottom. So I think I'm going to actually go around the stand and then put another flower there. So I'm going up as high as I can on the stand, twist tying that on there, nice and secure. And then I'm gonna cut that extra stem off of your pipe cleaner because you don't want to be able to see that. Miss Regina, about 3 to 4 hours a night if I'm lucky. That's usually on an average what I get. So I am always doing something, active in something somewhere, but that's the way I like it. So I just keep going. I said I'll have plenty of time to sleep when I get to heaven. So that's just me. Been that way for many, many years. I think it's all the years of shift work at the hospital, because when the kids were little, I would work all night and then stay up with them during the day. So I would go 2 or 3 days without really resting. And so determined to get this little pumpkin in there. We'll just put another little flower right there. So anyway, that's just me. So we're going to add one more little beautiful flower right here in the center. And you cut that stem just a little bit shorter. It's pretty tight right there between the 2 pumpkins. So I'm just going to hot glue this stem, making sure I get that on the actual flower so that I can get it right up in there. Pop everything up here so that you guys can see it. And then here is our beautiful 3-tiered pumpkin stand. So that is it. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I know. We are so grateful, y'all, because y'all know that we just lost one of our, he was like my son a few weeks ago, and life is too short to be serious all the time. So when I film, we're just a family having fun. Some people are cool with it, some people are not, and if you're not, that's okay. Maybe this station is not for you. But we love to have y'all join us. We loved y'all to hop on, say hi. You never know when somebody's gonna pop in. Our door's always open for all the kids, so it is what it is. We are just the Moss family, and we are here to have fun and share our love with everybody. And so it is what it is. So, oh, thank you, Miss Angela. Thank you so much. But look how beautiful that turned out, y'all. So full, so bright, so colorful. Y'all thought this was fun? Wait till we do the Christmas ornaments. It is a blast. So much fun. So this is a 3-tiered pumpkin. You guys could do it whatever sizes you want. Y'all be looking for those sales on your pumpkins because they have gone outrageous in price. They're anywhere at Hobby Lobby from, I think this size is like $35 this year. I got these last year. I had bought a couple of them that I did not get to do my project with last year. So it was perfect. I already had them and was able to put them all together. So that is that. But now let me show y'all a couple other things really quick. Miss Cindy, I'll get with you after the live on this, okay? Because I'm gonna just have to figure it up really quick. So one of our other projects here that I want to show you, I'm gonna say bye to my YouTube channel. Thank